Hey folks, not trying to force all these videos out on you. Actually, I'm trying to change and go shower and do normal things that normal people do. But I need to talk to you about a problem that apparently I cannot solve today, and it really breaks me up. Breaks my heart. So I'm going to try and explain it. I don't know if I can articulate it, but I had a face-to-face encounter with an old, weathered, homeless lady that is very stubborn. I don't even know how to start the conversation, to be honest with you. But I had been seeing her for a week or two now. When I'm in Holt, Florida, going towards Guest Lake boat ramp. It's right prior to the I-10 East exchange. And to be honest with you, at first I just assumed it was a male. And I had been wanting to do something. My guilt and my conscience was weighing on me heavily. And I don't have the greatest conditions. If anybody's been watching, they know. But I knew I had to at least try. So I pulled over, expecting to see a homeless man, and I saw an old, weathered, homeless female that seems to be a very nice, kind human being, and very creative. So I'm going to tell you what she has done as a temporary part-time residence. Very creative, but literally right on the edge of the roadway, she has set up 2 pallets. I don't know how she got 2 pallets out there, but she did. Very resourceful. 2 pallets butt to butt. That helps with the rain and the water flow underneath. And built some temporary walls, barriers, and put tarps over. And it breaks me up. Literally breaks me up. So I approach, and like I said, at first I thought it was a male. I realized it's a female. I'm not trying to be derogatory, but I want you to understand what I witnessed face to face. Have you ever watched any of those TV shows from Alaska where people are very weathered? And this lady was definitely very weathered, but had a great disposition. And so I'm going to tell you what I did. All I can do is tell you what I did and what I attempt to do. And it breaks me up. Literally breaks me up. I feel like I left a human being behind that needs help, and I can't do anything to help them any more than I did. But got talking to her. I said, hey, if you don't mind, can I ask you a couple questions? We're just basically trying to break the ice, gently. And I forget how the conversation went exactly, but I said, if I can help you, can I give you a little bit of money? Gave her $10. She put it in her sock. And then I proceeded to talk to her. Is there anything I can do to help you? Is there any, I just kept asking, like, I'm okay, I'm friendly. And she, I don't know why she thought that I was like somebody else than just a kind, caring person. But I said, ma'am, I'm not here. She says, can you take my bike away? The only thing I need is my bike. And she looked at my van. And I said, yeah, ma'am, I wish I could help you in any way possible, but my van doors do not open from the inside or the outside. And plus, it's just jam-packed with stuff. I cannot help you in that regard. But so I said, if you please tell me what, I'm going to try and help you the best I can. I'll try and find you help the best way I can. And she right first thing out of the gate, she said, I'm not going to a homeless shelter. I said, yes, ma'am, I understand that. I respect your decision. And basically, she had a little two pallets butted up together, a little tarp compound, literally right on the edge of the roadway, and slept in like one of those little folding lounging chairs. I don't know how she had all that there, but I do know the what is it, Dollar General's right up the street. But so I'm trying to be as respectful as possible, communicating with this lady. I said, ma'am, how can I help you? I can't help you with what your first request was, but I can probably make a couple phone calls, hopefully, to help. All she kept saying is, I'm not going to a homeless shelter. Then she started handing me all these very clean pots and pans, and she just was trying to gift me her life belongings. Man, I was like, you talk about being torn up. Man, I said, no, ma'am, I'm good in that department. I think we can find a solution before you have to give away your things. She kept saying she was going to be ousted tomorrow. I don't know. Seems odd that the police department or the code enforcement. I know for a fact code enforcement does not work on Sundays. So the police department, maybe they would find a way. I don't know. Maybe she's not all there and thinks that she's being. I really don't know, to be honest with you. But I've tried a couple attempts at reaching out to people, and I have struck out. She basically told me definitely do not call anybody. But I feel like if what she's saying is accurate, we definitely need to help her. I don't care how we do it. I don't care if it requires a call, a video, or whatever it is. But she's on, trying to remember the name of the road, Spring Lake Road or Spring River Road or something like that goes into Holt, Florida. That is in Holt, Florida. That goes to if you pull up on a Google map, you could find her. And man, it's sad, man. It's really sad. I've tried to do what I can, man. This is what pisses me off about my life and my situation. I wish I was had a little bit of funds in my pocket, more funds than I could do today. Actually, the funds that I donated today is probably going to put me in a really bad situation come my insurance payment that I have to make tomorrow. But you know what? I evaluate everything. There's a human being out there that needs help desperately. And she looks so weathered, man. She was so polite, though. And literally was trying to offer me like a walk or something like that looked so clean. I was like, man, I can't accept that. I just cannot accept that. We need to just find you a solution. But she ended up being very polite and pretty much told me in a polite way to pack sand, don't call anybody. But I can't accept that. If she literally just wanted me to transport her bike somewhere, and that was going to be her last possession, was her bicycle. I'm like, man, I can't do that. Even if I could, I couldn't do that. You know what I mean? But wow. I believe in going out and trying to change the world when you can. That's why, this is going to come off so weird and harsh or arrogant, or I don't know how you want to describe it, but my life could change in the future. And it's not something you wish upon, but it's something realistically that could happen. And I would love to go around the country and help certain people and certain needs like this lady today. And it's crazy. It's crazy. It just, life does not make sense to me. I'm going to go on a little bit of extra rant that it's not going to be well accepted, but I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking. How the hell can a God let people suffer? We hear all these things about God, right? God and Christianity and God this, God that, but when those people in Asheville, North Carolina were stuck up in a tree, dying, praying for survival that died, or this person right here, or other people that have been in situations, you don't think those people believed or hoped? Hopefully they believed. But when they're taken out by injustice of natural causes or whatever you want to call it, are they less valuable to society? No. We got to figure this out. I know I'm pissing a whole lot of people off. I got a lot of good friends that are very good Christians, and they know, I pretty much know my stance on this, but this is straight up bullshit. We need to fix the problem. Help people when we can. People helping people should be the foundation of our society. Forget all the other BS. People helping people. That's what we need to do. We need to find a way. This poor old weathered lady, I had to drive away from there crying. I don't know what I can do. I made 2 phone calls that are Christian people-based organizations. Guess what? Nothing. 0 results. I get their, they have a life and all that, but here, trying to go down the right road for the right cause to help somebody stay alive, and hopefully one day live a little bit shorter, better life. Man, that's crazy. When you think about it, that's freaking crazy.